4 touchdown throws.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. They'll set up to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Back to throw here. defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When you look at this defense,
they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here.
able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal? Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I saw you nodding your head in approval at that decision to go for it. You liked it.
I love aggressive coaches. I love when they decide to go for it. And in this case, even if they don't get it, you're turning the ball over to a team that's going to have to go 99 yards to put in the end zone the opposite way. I like your odds.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. London about set to take over on offense. 3 5-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Drake London
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
McCaffrey on the counter, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They'll look to throw again.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
An 11-yard loss on the
Now on
play.
3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns there. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kenjon Barner has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Vikes trying to finish that one off and claim victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
1st and goal, New York.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard of the completion, it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. There on the tackle, Cam Smith. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. And touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs get a bit closer.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And running with power here.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That is caught by Anderson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Witherspoon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. Fights off the defender. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
2nd and 10.
Jaquan Brisker there defensively.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Not nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a throw? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 45 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle by Kalen Barnes.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
17 yards and a Giant first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for London, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Emil, where's the game today? Sky? Are you going to Dad's game? Is Bubba? Huh? I'm in anything. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. That's, we were going to go to Burger Brew or something like that after dinner. But you have to babysit. 5:45. Yeah, we might have time for you. He's not going. I don't know. You might want to tell Terry we're going out to eat. Okay. Are you going to give me a body? With the flag that matches Bruins, right? Because I just don't know what else, how you're going to make dinner when you get home.
13 athletics. Can you throw me my... What did you say one time? What time do you have to take, sir? 5:45, 7, yeah.
I'll bring my book just in case, but am I keeping score? Just in case, I think she should take her card just in case I don't want and
Yeah.
switch.
Get his car down.
I'm getting used to it.
Think so, but I haven't ordered yet. I don't know what's going on with that.
So what shirt are you wearing?
Okay. I'm in.
No, she's like, she doesn't have the brain to fucking sit
Oh, my, I
and
know.
play games.
I know.
She kept thinking the puzzle was going to do something.